So we nearly have 50 million bet on the Brexit referendum at this stage. The odds seem to have shortened, which means the probability of a Remain vote staying in the EU has increased. And we don't know whether it's, I was saying the other day, this seems to be in a downtrend. So it was at over 80% probability. It fell, tried to go up, but couldn't. Fell. Now it seems to be locally in an uptrend. That's up. But can it top that? Will it be able to push above 80%? It might. So the immediate takeaway and the main number is that the probability of a yes vote is now at about 70%. And remember, back here, it was 55. And remember, when we looked at yesterday, that Betfair paid out on yes votes 3 days before the Scottish referendum, because the odds had gone up to, or the probability of a yes vote had been 80%. We're still not at that level yet, but we might get there. We can see that our bet is still okay. So I can cash out for €96 now. Remember, it was 88, I think, and it was as low as 80. So things are better. This is why it is worthwhile betting, a week before, because we got better odds than 2.9. I got 3.25. If the market gets more confident, more sure that it is going to be a yes, then this could shorten more and more. I would imagine I'd like to add a bit more at this level. Maybe another €25 or so. I'll have to decide on that soon enough, because this could drop to 2. Otherwise, the turnout seems to be pretty good. People are expecting 65 to 70, or even 70 to 75. Remember, that was one of my concerns, that I thought it was going to be a yes, and the danger was, if the turnout was low and people didn't bother to vote because they just took it for granted it was going to be a yes, then that wouldn't be, to me, the main risk for a no. So having a decent turnout, which is what the market seems to expect, is what I wanted from a betting perspective. Again, I'm not in the UK. Again, this is a small market, 170,000. So this isn't as significant as the previous betting markets. So that's just what the markets seem to feel like the betting markets, betting exchanges are saying about the Brexit referendum. So it's looking more like a yes. As I clicked on a little while ago. Okay. This is interesting enough. So, it's talking about this from the Wall Street Journal. But what I liked is, so, here it's showing how the odds have been behaving over the last while. So you can see um, Remain 43, Leave 45. So Leave is actually ahead according to polls. It shows it nicely here. So pollsters are saying that the Leave side are in the lead. Now, I'm choosing to ignore that or not give it as much weight, because like when we looked at the Scottish referendum, the polls were wrong. Essentially, the betting markets have basically been better. So that's my position. I'm gonna believe what the betting markets are saying as opposed to what the polls are saying. Again, we'll see. It might turn out for this that actually the pollsters are correct and the bettors were wrong. But so it said the pollsters are saying that the Leave side is in the lead, but the gamblers, would be, I suppose, me. It even mentions Betfair. So range of odds over the last 90 days. At this stage, when this was made, it was 62.7% Remain. While today, we just looked at the markets, and it's more 70. So, and I suppose, as it says, this is the range over the last 90 days. So it's been as low as 60 or 59.8 and as high as 82.1. It's now at about 70. We'll see how it goes. I'll put the URL for this below the video, so you could have a look yourself. Finally, I just wanted to mention this because essentially this gives loads of links to various newspaper articles or web page articles or whatever, so you can just access stories and opinions about Brexit, because I haven't talked about that at all. I've just been looking at the betting exchanges, numerical. Again, this is the Quant channel, so that would be my natural perspective. The other big development that happened was the MP getting murdered. That obviously was very tragic and shocking, as well as most likely pretty significant. I mean, that's going to now I don't know how much of the swing to Remain. You can't. It's not that clear cut where you can go, oh, there's been a swing to the Remain side. Was the critical push due to that? Can't really say. But essentially, it's looking more like a Remain now And the betting wise, I'm looking to see whether I can get a good price to add another little bit to the. It's got the remaining vote is going to be 50 to 55, but my other bet is that it's going to be between 55 and 60. So I don't know how much of a swing to the yes this is going to be. That is why I made these two bets, so that if the market does end up swinging to say 56, then that I have that covered as well. So that's the state of affairs as I speak. We'll see how it goes.